Mighty Ducks 3 begins with Gordon giving a speech at Eden Hall Academy where the Mighty Ducks have all been given athletic scholarships to attend. Even Charlie got a full hockey scholarship because the universe that these characters live in is just remarkably silly.
I still haven't forgotten about those eggs.
The egg thing was your idea. Gordon tells Charlie that he won't be coaching them anymore because he got a permanent position with the Junior Goodwill Games, and Charlie handles the news with grace and poise. Yeah, nobody's gonna buy that.
Well, don't go.
Charlie, I can't pass up this opportunity.
But you can't pass us up, right?
Yes, Gordon, continue to put your life on hold to coach the Ducks for the rest of your life. Like, the Ducks are a Pee-wee hockey team. How long are these kids gonna obsess over being Ducks? Now, I played for RC Cola in Pee-wees, and believe me, I was fine when I started playing for Bob Evans the following year. Let it go, dude.
I will always...
Coach, please. Don't go.
Gordon should be careful here. That is definitely the look of someone who is mentally drowning him in a pond. We learned that a number of the Eden Hall students didn't make the hockey team because they had to make room for the Ducks. Now, I know the Eden Hall kids are supposed to be the villains, but I'd be pissed too, especially once I saw the new kids play. Jesus, Charlie, do you sleep in that jersey? And, oh my God, Goldberg got into Eden Hall too?
It's been said that the present is to the past, like a dwarf on the shoulders of a giant.
This is great and all, but when are we going to learn about ducks? Charlie gets asked to sign a petition to change the mascot from the Warriors to something less offensive, and Charlie is against it. Charlie is against changing a team name. Charlie, the kid who wanted to change the name of Team USA to the USA Ducks.
We're Ducks. This stuff says Hendrix all over it.
Well, yeah, they're our sponsors, Charlie.
So what, can't we be USA Ducks?
See? I didn't make that up. So the Ducks hit the ice for their first practice, and seriously, why don't they have Eden Hall practice uniforms? Everyone else does. Oh my God, you guys. You know you have to try to validate your being here, right? But I will say that their commitment to never actually learning how to play hockey is pretty impressive. Oh my God, that went around his neck. That is so dangerous. We're then introduced to the villain of the movie, Coach Orion, who has the audacity to try to teach these kids how to play hockey.
This is my team now, and I'll be selecting the captain.
You gotta be kidding me, right? I mean, you're the rookie here.
Charlie, where is this confidence coming from? You are the worst player on this team. Do you think your captain status just transfers from team to team? Also, you brought that jersey from home. The C on it is not a binding contract. Alright, Orion, you son of a bitch. What kind of horrible things are you gonna make these kids do?
Take real will if you want to play in my barn.
Oh, you dick.
You're gonna learn to play two-way hockey. Offense and defense.
Son of a bitch!
I don't want any C players on my team. So it's B's or better, or you're gonna be riding a pine pony.
Such a monster!
I don't believe this. I play left side, not right.
I don't know what that means.
Third line? Man, that's a major diss.
Is third line bad? I'm judging by your reaction that that's bad, and it just makes me hate that dirtbag Orion even more. And then this absolute monster moves Adam Banks to varsity and makes Julie the starting goalie and removes Charlie as captain, and yeah, those all actually seem like something that a good coach would do. Okay, Charlie, this is your wake-up call. You've been coasting along, but now it's time to buckle down, work hard, introduce Orion to your mom so you can get your spot as captain back. Charlie then goes to see Hans, who was running the shop again after Jan was gunned down on a botched home invasion. And they don't actually mention that, but I read it somewhere. Goldberg is on a mission to make Julie gain weight so that he can be the starter again, instead of, Goldberg trying to just be better. At the first practice, things are not going well. Julie gets sick in the box, and Charlie and Orion clash because Charlie doesn't like to be told that he sucks. And Charlie, there's vomit in there. Charlie, he sat right in it.
If you learn nothing else when you're here, you learn this. It's not just about hockey. You cannot be afraid to lose. That's how you gain the confidence to attack the game when the puck isn't yours. That's how you attack life, even when you think you don't have any control.
Wow. What a dick. Charlie then proceeds to try to hit on Linda, and it goes like you would expect.
If I knew you, I wouldn't like you.
She is sharp.
I'm Charlie Conway. I'm a 14-year-old, almost 6 foot, non-smoking Leo. I like hockey, pizza, and music.
Oh my God, I thought Charlie was boring when all he talked about were ducks.
You have never heard of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. They named a pro team after us.
We also learned that in this universe, there is also a pro hockey team named after the Ducks, which is crazy. In our universe, the Anaheim Ducks were named after a kids movie, and I can accept that way better than a team being named after a Pee Wee hockey team that has won a total of 5 games. We finally get to the Eden Hall Warriors' first game, and they actually managed to get up 9-0, but just like every other time, once the other team figures out their gimmicks, things start to fall apart rapidly. And Charlie gets an unsportsmanlike conduct call because, well, he's an asshole. And Goldberg's plan to make Julie play bad backfires when he's put in, and Goldberg forgets one major part of this whole thing. If Julie's not playing, he has to. Besides that one flaw, it really is a dynamite plan. And the game ends in an embarrassing 9-9 tie. A prank war between the JV and the varsity commences when the varsity team puts all of their clothes in the shower. Dick move, yes, but otherwise harmless. But our heroes then proceed to completely destroy all of the varsity team's shit. And that escalated quickly. So the next day, the varsity team invites them to dinner, and no one is the least bit suspicious.
Hey, you gotta show me that triple deke, man. That's cool.
Yeah, sure.
You know, in my experience, anytime anyone has said that they've thought something I did was cool, it always turned out to be a setup for a really mean and hurtful and unnecessary comment about how they thought it was actually uncool. During the dinner, the varsity team says they have a surprise and they all leave. Seriously, guys, is no one suspicious at all?
I don't want to spoil anything, but I overheard something in the bathroom.
Okay, here we go.
It's a cake. Act surprised, all right?
Oh, for f***'s sake. Even if it was a cake, who gets excited about cake? You just got done eating prime rib. And then the Ducks respond by promptly trying to murder them with fire ants, and the varsity is like, holy shit, these guys are psychotic. Let's settle this with hockey before they kill us all. So deciding that enough is enough, the varsity squad challenges the JV squad to a scrimmage and just get destroyed. And I'm pretty sure the Flying V has only worked one time, against 12-year-olds.
The Pee-wees, your little duck tricks are not gonna work at this level.
The game gets broken up by Orion, and he tells them to either take off their Ducks jerseys or they're off the team.
You're breaking up the best thing any of us ever had.
Speak for yourself, Charlie.
A washed-up pro has to show off to a bunch of kids. Jeez, that's real grown-up.
Jesus Christ, Charlie, the man's trying to do his job. Oh, and now you're taking Fulton down with you? Real cool. So Charlie goes to Hans's house to talk shit about Orion, but gets pissed when Hans takes Orion's side and Charlie storms off. The following day, Fulton decides to go back to Eden Hall, and Charlie finds out that Hans died. Man, Charlie must feel absolutely terrible. And at the funeral, Gordon shows up doing his best Michael Scott impression. Not only is he late, but he weasels his way to the front and makes the priest stop the benediction so that he can say something.
Excuse me 1 second. Every time you touch the ice, remember it was Hans that taught us to fly.
It is so awkward. Gordon reveals to Charlie that Orion left the pro so that he could help his daughter recover after she was in a car accident. And, alright, so who are the villains now? Do we have any anymore?
I just thought he was some washed-up bully who couldn't hack it.
No, you are literally the only one who thought that. Everyone would have been fine if you hadn't interfered. So Charlie realizes that he sucks and begs to be let back on the team just in time for the dean to tell them that the board is going to vote to remove their scholarships. So the villain is the alumni board. Alright. So the board is all set to vote to revoke the scholarships, but Gordon makes a fiery boardroom speech threatening to tie this up in courts for years, and we have only seen one regulation hockey game so far. So with their scholarships reinstated, they need to gear up for the exciting final game, which is a scrimmage against the varsity team. The stakes have literally never been higher for the Ducks. Mighty Ducks 3 is the Rocky 5 of the series. So they finally all come together, and now they buckle down and get the job done.
So if we want to win, we're gonna have to pick up the trash.
And oh no, Coach. You spent the entire first half of this movie rightly bashing this style of coaching. How is hitting trash with a hockey stick gonna help anything? Are they doing well? I don't even know.
You guys are not skating like warriors. You look like ducks.
What is happening right now? Is this some kind of face-off type situation where Gordon is now wearing Orion's face while Orion is trapped in some kind of magnet prison with Gordon's face? Or is it like a skeleton key get out type situation where Gordon's soul has overtaken Orion's body? Or is it some kind of mind meld like vice versa, change up, 17 again, 18 again, it's a boy-girl thing, hot chick, like father like son, dream a little dream, dating the enemy, prelude to a kiss, all of me, Shrek the Third, Switch, Freaky Friday, Freaky Friday, Freaky Friday, or Freaky Friday? Or is it just bad writing?
2, 3.
swear, we need a scene that shows Orion trapped in some other dimension with an army of giant ducks chasing him around.
Ducks.
They're not... They're not the ducks! You know, the alumni board got shut down about the scholarship thing, but I think they would be justified if they took action against a team not representing their school. Also, this was pointed out to me during the Mighty Ducks 2 breakdown. Everyone else has the last name of their jerseys, but Fulton has his first name, and that to me is just hilarious. So the varsity is just destroying the Ducks. And they're doing such a good job beating the snot out of the Ducks that they neglect to actually try to score a goal, and it's 0-0 going into the third period. Oh, and Dean Portman just showed back up. So we finally have the Bash brothers back together, and 3 people are immediately killed.
Now that's clearing the garbage.
I don't get the reference because I just showed up, but it sounds cool. So Portman is promptly sent to the penalty box, and this place goes nuts. Like a little too nuts. I mean, these people do know this is not even a regulation game, right? The Ducks have too many men on the ice, so are forced to play with only 3, and Orion chooses Banks, okay. Charlie, whatever. And Goldberg? And somehow Goldberg scores the game-winning shot, and the Mighty Ducks have won what is essentially a practice, and Charlie sees the ghost of Gordon Bombay in the stands, and oh shit, Gordon's still alive. Never mind. And then they reveal the new mascot of the team, and we all knew it was coming, but it doesn't make it any better. They're the Eden Hall Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks are like an unstoppable virus that infects everything it touches and creates clones of itself at the cellular level until everything in the world is just ducks.